Siphelele Mthembu, Shaka Zulu. Yeah, so Siphelele Mthembu, yeah, formerly known, yeah, South African football fans do remember him as Shaka Zulu. That's the name that we gave him as fans, for his prowess in front of goal, right? So Siphelele Mthembu, former Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates striker, he could actually be set for a return to Pretoria Callies, So remember the veteran striker, he recently left the ABC Motsepe the ABC Motsepe Foundation Championship. I hate there's the Motsepe League and then there's the Motsepe Foundation Championship. So I tend to mix these things. So yeah, so he just recently parted ways with Baroka FC, just after a short stint, right? So the former Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates striker was amongst the 11 new signings that were announced by Baroka FC before the beginning of the season. However, Mthembu has since left the club and is set to rejoin one of his former teams, Pretoria Callies, for the second round of the season. So it has actually been established, right, that Mthembu has been training with Callies for the past few weeks under the watchful eye of Fabio Lopez, right? So while the club has actually not made a decision in terms of signing him, Mthembu, he is eligible to actually be registered beyond the transfer window period because the veteran striker parted ways with Baroka FC while the January transfer window was still open, making him a free agent. So meanwhile, Callies are also Callies are also able to register players after their transfer ban by FIFA was lifted. So with Mthembu likely to be the first player. So the club was banned after a dispute with the Ivorian forward, the Cote d'Ivoire forward, Ziatane, Dramane Kuma, right? The club was actually reported or they were ordered to actually pay over 119,000. Yeah, basically that's actually 120,000 rand, to the player, which has since been settled. So, there were a lot of disputes between both parties, and it seems like it's not only Pretoria Callies. There are many clubs in the PSL and in South African football that have been at loggerheads with players over salaries. That's what we are seeing currently now at Royal AM. Not so long ago, TS Galaxy were also embroiled in the same debacle, but luckily that has also been settled. Even Richards Bay, not so long ago, at least Nabo, they've also settled that dust. But it seems like a lot of South African teams are catching the heat with FIFA. So look, back to Siphelele Mthembu. At the time, the 37-year-old did tell his agent that, he was close to quitting football due to the injustices of local players. So he did say that, look, he's not the type of player who likes to cry too much, but he has noted that, look, there's an injustice, right? There are a lot of things that if he was to say it to the media and report it, it would actually shock the rest of the South African football fraternity. So that also made him almost give up on football, but because he has now prevailed, and thank God he has prevailed, right? So he has gone on to actually feature 9 times for Baroka FC during his stay there with Bafana Bamphahlele, and he only scored 1 goal for them. So Siphelele Mthembu is still one of the best strikers I've ever seen in South African football. I mean, the fact that he has played for both Chiefs and Pirates should tell you everything you need to know. We remember his goal-scoring prowess at Cape Town City, at Platinum Stars, Mpumalanga Black Aces. This guy has been there, man. He's been doing the most, right? And he deserves the respect, guys. He deserves the respect. And good luck to him. All the best at his short stint with the Pretoria Callies side.